County. It's very beautiful here. Quiet, peaceful, gorgeous trees and beautiful animals. At any moment a deer might be walking by, or a beautiful eagle might be flying through the blue sky.
This year's retreat is very special to us because we really designed this retreat with the intergenerational and interfaith focus. We invited young and older, more experienced people from all around the country who share the mission to really promote youth leadership in a very unique settings.
My path to peace is social activism. One of my major dispositions is that I'm really ambitious.
Friday night, we had Ella V from George Mason University, and she guided us through this beautiful exercise. We started with our name in this circle. What is your name? You know, what is your nickname? And then after that expand to, well, what is your culture and how are you identified by people, male, female? So we get more and more, as the circle radiates out, more and more detailed into our own identity.
I think I'm also an optimist.
She had us put down what we are, like who we are, what makes us culturally, and not necessarily by actual ethnicity, but like what we enjoy.
Perseverance is a big thing.
Things that characterize who we are and how that could lead to a path to peace for us, or how does that dictate our personality?
There are a lot of places I can start to answer that question.
The activity we did with the fellows was really powerful. We broke up into 3 groups. The 3 groups rotated around so that each group could hear what the projects the fellows were doing.
I'm an economics major, and I've been working on an internship in microfinance with youth who want to start their own businesses in Argentina.
This summer, I was doing an internship at a refugee resettlement agency in Denver.
Is there something I can do to help others know how to treat each other or how to communicate?
These focus groups are great. It gives us a chance to kind of succinctly and clearly explain what we're hoping to do in the next year, and then also to get some specific feedback and suggestions about how to deepen and kind of expand our projects.
We talked about these projects, programs that we're involved in, and folks were giving us feedback, and some folks had questions, some folks had suggestions. It was really helpful, actually. You know, some feel-good comments and some challenging questions too. You know.
Everyone is encouraged to participate. All thoughts, feelings, and ideas are welcome.
We broke into small groups to do an exercise that helped us to examine our strengths and our talents. We all had to write down what our gifts were, what our passions are, and how they lead us in our own personal paths to peace.
Each one of us has a skill, at least one skill.
When I dedicate myself to something, I really want to put all of myself into it.
I love to listening to people, what's their stories, what they are saying.
Kind of start thinking about what are the things I can do.
It really helped to be able to see something on paper, the words that were coming from the group. And then together we looked and compared and tried to figure out what we had in common and what we could offer to each other.
One of the activities we do on the retreat is to have people experience the labyrinth. And the labyrinth is treated as like a personal journey. It's a journey to self-discovery. It's intended to help people really slow down their path in life and to really assess what's important to them.
I started thinking about life, like just whole journey of life, you know, just how the traffic flow sometimes goes smoothly, it slows down. You also have to be mindful of what everyone else is doing. You know, maybe they're meditating, they want to have their own space. So while kind of respecting what they had to do, you know, I also wanted to see what I could do.
keep your pace, but you can just feel the connections with people on the map too, because you will cross people, you will have some connections with people. This is very interesting.
It's intended to help people really slow down their path in life and to really assess what's important to them. And what I hope that people gain from the Labyrinth is that they find it as a path to finding their true self, a path to being authentic for themselves and to become more people of more integrity. I think the Xin Yuan Foundation has really been able, through the 6 Billion Paths to Peace project, to be able to find a way to empower people to change the world in the way they see fit. Because there's many paths to peace, more than 6 billion paths to peace. And each one is trying to find their own way.
Interesting thing is, we don't tell them what to do, how to do, but we touch somehow their heart and their mind, dedication, love for others. And they feel energized and recognized, acknowledged, and they take off, do a fabulous thing in the world. And that's a joy to everyone in Xin Yuan Foundation.